Hello everyone, welcome to Durrett's Take. It's that time of the week where I go over my top 10 games for college football this week in week 4. So let's get started with a couple ranked versus ranked team matchups. We got number 12 Utah versus number 14 Oklahoma State, who are 3-point favorites. This could be a Big 12 championship preview for the Utes. They don't have a lot of hard road games on their schedule, and their home games for the most part are pretty easy. So this is a big test for them. If they win, they get to coast basically, or should coast the Big 12 title game, assuming, quarterback Cam Rising is healthy. If they lose, then it shows they're just really good, but not great, And for the Cowboys, they don't have an easy conference schedule, so they need to win their home games like they did in conference play last season if they want to make it back to the title game. Since the Utes have a good defense, this will be a difficult game for star running back Ollie Gordon, who's actually been struggling so far, to go off. So this means veteran quarterback Alex Bowman must take care of the ball, which he didn't do 2 weeks ago against Arkansas. I know it's a big if, but if he plays a clean game, I think the Cowboys can find a way to get a big win here at home. Expect this to be a lower score game. I have Oklahoma State winning 21-20. Number 2, you got number 6 Tennessee, 8-point favorites versus 15 Oklahoma. 7:30 game ABC. And the first game, by the way, was a 4 p.m. Fox game. But as far as the Tennessee-Oklahoma game goes, you may wonder why this is not the top game of the week, like College Game Day is going there and all that, and I understand why. But the first reason why it's not my number 1 game is because I don't trust Oklahoma to live up to expectations this season, as they struggled to beat Houston and Tulane. So far, my 6-6 prediction of them in the preseason so far can look like it can happen. The second reason why is that Tennessee just looks really, really good, better than expected, and has already exceeded expectations. Oklahoma's defense is really good, I'll give them that. So I don't think the Volunteers can go off for 40 or 50 plus to win this game. However, since Oklahoma's offense is so inconsistent, thanks to inconsistent quarterplay from the quarterback Jackson Arnold, I think Tennessee's defense can cause a few turnovers, and they can get the big road win to show that they're a true SEC contender. Next, you got number 11 USC, who are 5.5-point favorite. Oh, sorry, I forgot to say the score. I have Tennessee winning 28-16. Number 3, you got 11 USC, who are 5.5-point favorites versus 18 Michigan, 3:30 game CBS. I know it's a battle of ranked teams, which is why this is high on the list here, but this matchup does not look good on paper. USC's defense has vastly improved from last year, thanks to a new defensive coordinator, D'Anton Lynn. Throw into the mix Michigan's offense, no matter who the quarterback is, struggles to score. The Wolverines' defense will only be able to do so much to contain the Trojans' offense, and it doesn't help that USC is coming off a bye. Before the season started, I had Michigan win this game, but by week 4, opinions can change, so I have USC getting the big win in the big house. I have USC winning 24-13. Number 4, you got 24 Illinois versus 22 Nebraska, 8.5-point favorites there. You got 8 p.m. game Fox on Friday Night Football. On paper, I love interesting matchups on Friday night. And that's what we could have here. This will be the best defense Nebraska quarterback Dylan Raiola has gone against so far. Can he continue his stellar play, or will he finally look like a true freshman? On the other side, I know Illinois can celebrate the Kansas upset from 2 weeks ago, even though it looks like the Jayhawks may be digressing this year. But can they pull off another upset again? Can they perform well against a team that's on the same level or better than? If this game was in Illinois, I can see them getting the upset, but since it's not, I'm taking Nebraska to get the win here. I have Nebraska winning 24-16. Number 5, you got 13 Kansas State, who are 7-point favorites, versus BYU, 10:30 game ESPN. Late night kickoff, if you will. If the Cougars want to show last year's collapse is behind them, this is a good measure stick to see where they're at. Kansas State just dominated Arizona last week. However, in their one road game this season so far against Tulane, they barely survived. Since this game's in Provo, I feel the Wildcats can be had in this situation. There are 2 things to watch out for. First, BYU's offense is bad at converting third down. Great at fourth down, but bad at third down. And 2, starting quarterback Jake Retzloff is very kind of a hot and cold type of quarterback. Like when he's hot, and when he's cold, it's not good. If that remains the case, especially third down conversions, that will be hard to overcome here. Another thing is the Cougars have not given up more than 15 points a game so far this season. They are very susceptible to quarterback run though, which is obviously Avery Johnson's specialty, if you will. If they can't contain him, that will definitely help the Wildcats. I think the Cougars can be competitive in this game, but I feel Kansas State will continue to flex their muscles to show that they're legit Big 12 contenders. I have Kansas State winning 31-24. Number 6, we got Georgia Tech versus 19 Louisville, or 10.5-point favorites. This is another interesting game in the ACC. Louisville made the title game last season, and so far in limited sample size, they look good. Georgia Tech lost a close game to Syracuse, but they still look like a pretty good team. I think this game will come down to the wire, but I think I'm going to ride with the home team here to find a way to get a win. I have the winning 30-24. Number 7, you got NC State versus 21 Clemson, or 16-point favorites, noon game ABC. While neither team has had the ideal start to their season, their goals are still ahead of them. While Miami should lock up one of the spots in the ACC title game, that other spot is anyone's game at this point. Therefore, both teams still have a lot on the line here. After looking back to Georgia, Clemson dominated a Group of 5 team, Appalachian State, which is a good Group of 5 team like they could win the Sun Belt. And they had a nice bye week, which I feel will do them favors in this game. On the Wolfpack side of things, starting quarterback Grayson McCall went down last week, and backup CJ Bailey will get the start this week after he led the comeback against Louisiana Tech. I just have not liked what I saw from the Wolfpack. So while it can happen, I find it hard to believe that they'll go on the road and get a big win. Therefore, I have the Clemson Tigers getting the home win here, 30-14. Number 8, you got Arizona State versus Texas Tech, or 3-point favorites, 3:30 game on FS1. The Sun Devils, who are picked last in the Big 12, have surprisingly gotten off to a good start. Not bad for a team that was picked to finish last. This is a game to show against a decent Big 12 team on the road that they are legit. For Texas Tech, I know non-conference play didn't go as well as Tech fans hoped for, but with the 12-team playoff, they're technically not out of it. If the defense could just play solid, then the offense could do enough to get the win here, and that's what I think will happen. I have Texas Tech winning 35-34. Number 9, you got Arkansas versus Auburn, or 3.5-point favorites, 3:30 game on ESPN. Both teams have offenses that can explode. Both also have defenses that could be had, especially in Arkansas's case. Arkansas wants this game to be a shootout, so this would come down to whether can Auburn take care of the ball. They made a quarterback change last week versus New Mexico, and so far so good. I think it'll be a game that comes down to the wire, but Auburn finds a way to get the big win, either winning 31-28. And last but not least, there's multiple games you could pick here, but I went with Baylor at Colorado, 1-point favorites, 8 p.m. Fox primetime game. This game has some intrigue. Both teams will be fighting for bowl eligibility, in my opinion, towards the end of the season, so both could really use this win here, especially since neither made a bowl game last year. For Colorado, this is a game where they're at home. They'll be a rare favorite. They need to take advantage, and in prime time, they will find a way to get a close win to keep their bowl hopes alive, in my opinion. I have been winning 24-20. So thank you very much for listening to my podcast today. Please subscribe to my channel and turn about me. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful day.